Welcome back. In the last video, part 1, I explained the process of making the scrapers that will be used in the experiments. In this part 2, I will show these experiments and the different uses for the scrapers and of course how they were used and on what materials. 4 tools were used for each task, and each of these tasks included working a different material to see if used materials differ between the materials, and well, likely they will, and to be able to get some sort of catalogue for the different use wear patterns for the different materials. So 2 of the 4 tools that were used in each material were used until they were thoroughly spent, or between 100 and 500 strokes to make sure that they've been worked thoroughly, or until the material was thoroughly worked. One of them was retouched to see if any use wear remains after the tool has been retouched or sharpened, and then one was left untouched to show the use wear in its full glory. Alright, the other 2 remaining tools, one was used more in a pushing action, whereas all the others were used in a sort of pulling, scraping action, either away from you or towards you. And then the last one, the 4th one, was used as a handheld tool that wasn't hafted to a handle, to see if there is any differences with that. Some of the materials that were worked included hide. Hide was categorized into 4 categories. It was either wet or dry, and for each of those it had hair present or no hair present. The other materials worked included bone. In this particular case, the forelimb of a bone of a cow limb, so would have been the ulna, the radius, and the humerus. Alright, then the others include wood. Most of the wood would have been from acacia origin, and then ochre, which is used often to scrape for pigments, and plant material. In our particular case we used a butternut, but it's likely that we've used tubers or gourds, particularly the calabash, which would have often been fashioned into some sort of a spoon. I'll put a picture on the screen to show you what those would look like. And then the last was ostrich eggshell, just to scrape out the inside, as they would often use them as water containers as well. Now I wanted to do a tortoise shell because they would often use those for containers as well, but unfortunately it was really difficult to source a tortoise shell from that was not in use currently, because of the lockdown, and South Africa is currently in lockdown level 4 and have been for a month, so it should give you an indication of the time span of when this video was made. And so maybe somewhere in the future we will be able to source one somewhere, and we will try and do those experiments at a later date.